All right, let's do this. Day 198 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is Monday, December 23rd, 2024, and one day closer to the end of the year. We met our sales goal today. Yay! All right, cool. Little bit closer to that big yearly goal we've been shooting for. I am reset to zero. The shipping is out. I am ready. Like tomorrow is, I feel like it should be a holiday. It kind of is a Chats, a holiday for us, Christmas Eve, but still got to do the shipping tomorrow, doing some pretty cool things with my schedule, but I'll be talking about that in the coming weeks. And yeah, so on Sunday night, I kind of like wiped all of my stuff out of my schedule because it was just easier than, rearranging the blocks and things like that. Because, the holidays and because that I'm going to be redoing it for this 12-week year. And I'm looking at a more efficient, more habit tracking way to do it. Tactic tracking way, I should say. But we'll be talking about that a lot in the coming weeks. All right. But joining me on the Reset to Zero Challenge. And guys, if you haven't checked in with me, please check in. I am going to start a new list in the beginning of 2025. So if you're still resetting to zero, you're still accountable with me, go ahead, pop it in the comments or just send me a message and let me know. All right, joining me are Jill of Rust Truck Relics, Jason the Santee Swapper, Char, Fabulous Flamingos, Kathy Singz, Nick, Mr. C Chats, Vanessa the Diabetic Reseller, Brightest Holidays, Judith R, Pam of Whimsy and Such, Carmen of Northern Bargains, and Lee of Lee Phillips 4191. All right, guys, keep it going. Keep it going. Let's go into 2025 strong. Let's not lose focus as we get to the end of the year. I'm keep thinking about that slight edge thing because, we do all these things and they get us to our goal and we're feeling good. And then all of a sudden we think, oh, I'm cured. I got this down. I don't have a problem. And we stop doing those things that, like reset to zero, that kept us in control, that kept everything, kind of organized and brought us joy when we sat down to a clean desk in the morning. All right. So Jill drank. Yes, I mentioned the slight edge. All right. And I did mention the 12-week year already. So go ahead, drink again, stay nice and hydrated during this holiday season. Need something to wash down those Christmas cookies, right? I did Christmas cookie baking yesterday. We baked all day, made some really good ones. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's something I really enjoy doing. One time when I'm on here, maybe I should have done it last night, show you my business origin story. My first business was actually Christmas cookies in 1989 when I was in high school because I wanted a pair of skis. And my dad said, that's a rich man's sport. I might have mentioned this before. That's a rich man's sport. We're not skiing. And I said, I'm not going to accept that. So I started a business, got my skis. But I'll share that with you guys another time. It's actually kind of funny to look at the price of stuff back in 1989, the ingredients. All right. So today, control. So, all right. I talk about Mel Robbins all the time. I talk about Lewis Howes all the time, and my two go-to podcasts because I think they always have such phenomenal information. All right, so now they're together there's an episode of the School of Greatness, Lewis Howes' podcast that Mel Robbins is on, and it's all about her new book, The Let Them Theory, and it's pretty good. I'm linking it up at the end of this. I'm linking it up in the show notes. Go watch it. Go do yourself a favor. I've talked about the Let Them Theory on here before. And it's really just reminds me of, I've also talked about the Serenity Prayer and focusing on the things that we can control. And a lot of the Let Them Theory is about that. Maybe it goes a little bit more in depth, but it's rooted in Stoicism. And it's all about just focusing on the things we can control and letting go of the things we can't and knowing the difference between the two, right? You'll find as you start to think about these things, a lot of what frustrates us, causes us anxiety, causes us grief, frustration, is often we're concentrating on things we can't control. Myself included. I'm not saying the rest of the world is like that, and I'm not. Certainly I am, but I made a conscious effort this year to really just focus in on the things that I can control, not the things that are out of my control. And that includes people. That includes sometimes my children. That includes a lot of things. There are certain things, you just can't control. And being kind of a control freak, maybe a reformed, I don't know how reformed I am, but I like to have control. I like to be in control. Probably one of the reasons I don't like to drink that much. But being in control and to let that go is hard. But when you shift that focus and you still realize like your control is just internal, it is very empowering. And focusing on the things that you can control, naturally the things you can't control kind of fall off the radar. Interesting, isn't it? So that's about all I have. Go listen to this Let Them Theory video, say the serenity prayer if it suits you, and focus on the things that you can control. And one of the things that you can control over the holiday season, especially, it's important that you are present, right? Be where your feet are. I got my sweatshirt on today. Be where your feet are. And when you are where your feet are, that's also, you can control that. You can control being present in the moment, and you can control giving the gift of your presence. There you go. That's one thing that is in your control, is your focus, your energy, and being where your feet are. So focus on that. And I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I will see you on day 199. Night, night.